It's been a long time since I've seen Spy Kids, and that's what we put on for my kids to watch the other night. And the first movie is pretty good. It holds up. It's a little cheesy. The CG is not that good, but what it does have is heart, humor, and a pretty decent plot. You just gotta get past a little cheesiness. Is Machete, played by Danny Trejo, supposed to be the same Machete from the movie Machete? I haven't seen that, but I know that it exists, so that's why I'm wondering, because it's a little silly. Um, so the plot is that you got uh, Junie and Carmen, and their brother and sister. They don't know that their parents are both spies, but they are, and they you know wind up having to go off and rescue their parents because their parents go on a mission to find out what happened to all these missing agents, and it turns out they've been turned into these freakish wannabe Teletubby sort of kind of monsters because the this villain is basically tricking this television show host, and it's overall it's an okay movie. Definitely more for kids. Uh, if I didn't have kids that were in the age of watching this, I probably wouldn't watch it again. But you know, not a bad movie. Definitely one you can play for your kids. It doesn't have anything like any problem or whatever. Um, and yeah, so Junie and Carmen have to save their parents, and they have all this tech and gadgets. And what basically saves the day is Junie's big heart and his courage. Um, and yeah, so then we started watching the second movie, and that one, on the other hand, is not very good. Um, they go to this. They have to go on this mission to recover this thing called the. I don't even remember the time schmocker or something like that. Um, and the CG is still terrible, even though it's a few years later. And the one thing is, it's got Steve Buscemi in the movie, which I love Steve Buscemi. Um, but in comparison to the first movie, the second movie was terrible. Um, I would be like, I don't know if I would do it again.